Welcome, everybody, to another Sunday evening frequency meditation. It's been another beautiful day in Brazil. Last week, we were talking about health and how to have that optimal health, how to manifest that health, and how to do that through aligning ourselves with our soul's blueprint. Uh, Tonight, let's go a little bit deeper. Everybody wants to do a discussion on manifestation. We've heard a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of different modalities and doctrines, different sort of process to go through. One is that if you think it, then it will happen. Another school is, no, it's not about thinking it. It's actually about being it, resonating with what you want, and then it'll happen. Another one is to imagine it and how far is it away from you or close to you. Those are all great techniques, and they do work, but there's a little catch to it. And it's kind of like when The Secret came out, that it was a best-selling novel, it was made into a movie, and then a decade later, they interviewed people who actually did the program, The Secret, and in fact, they manifested less than people who has never done the program. So, and also like with the law of attraction. Those are, again, as I say, really amazing techniques. But if you don't, first of all, go to that precursor, the induction frequency, before you could apply all that, then it's really trying to fix something that's you just can't fix. You can repair it, but just not really fix it permanently. So what we're going to do here tonight on this evening's meditation is it's a roadmap to get there, to actually go to that place in space and time where not only are you aligned with your soul's blueprint, but you're in fact weaved into the fabric of the space-time, and you're at that point able to create, navigate towards the reality, whatever you're wishing to manifest, in that place and position and time. If we don't have the roadmap, then again, we're kind of driving blindly, trying to manifest things, but without precision. So that's tonight. Let's just go into this place. Let's see what comes up. And also, with awakening, that term of awakening, it's really about being aware. And that's what I can do for you, is what I'm doing is I'm going to bring you to that awareness that there is in fact a place to navigate to in space and time where that optimal place is that you can manifest. With that awareness, that awakening, the job's pretty well done. It's always hard to fix something that you don't know is broken. It's the same with this. Once we bring in that awareness, and it's your higher self, where you get those thoughts is from your higher self. Once you have that awareness, then there is the possibility of integrating, applying it, and shifting into a much, much clearer version of who you truly are here. So sit back and let's see what comes up. Okay, as we are settling into our body here, what that means is just becoming aware of you in your body, noticing the skin all around your body, and where your skin ends, that's where you stop and another environment begins. So let's just take a deep breath in to a count of 4, just to get everybody here in one place, and then holding that breath to a count of 4. And through the mouth, just exhale it. Taking another breath in. And notice your sternum bone. You in your sternum bone in your body, and then where your body stops. Most of the time, most people are not even in their body. They're in some other timeline, usually in the future moment. Taking another deep breath in, just noticing those 3 movements. And it's not to say that we always need to be in the present moment in our body. We can go into that future moment
We could go outside of our body and explore different realms. You can't bring the mind to those realms or the body to those realms. But there's a system as we take another breath in. Again, noticing your sternum bone, you in your sternum bone in your body, and then where your body ends, this inner environment of ours, where we exist from in this physical form. So there is a roadmap on how to go into these other realms and have that experience beneficial for our existence here in this density, in this present moment of time. And that's really what we want to do here, because we are in this physical form, we are in this timeline that we have created, and we're here for a very brief time. So it's about how can we be our best possible self here? How can we understand the mechanics of how the universe creates itself and how we create ourselves? Caveat. How can we understand what we're capable of for where we are in the evolutionary process? We're not going to master the whole mechanics of the universe, nor do we need to. So again, centering yourself here in your sternum bone. And that area where the body ends, that other environment, and it's approximately arm's length around us, above us, below us, in front of us, behind us, side to side, spherically. It's gently around arm's length around us. And this still is very much our space. Some people call it personal space. I refer to it more of where our soul's blueprint is. Noticing the parameter of your body, the skin around you. And noticing these two separate environments, one inwards, you in your body, and then on the other side is this personal space, soul's blueprint, inner environment, however we wish to label it, that resonates with you. And although it might seem just arm's length around us, it's not a very big space. In fact, though, the depth of it is infinite. And here is where, as we discussed last week, our soul's blueprint, what does that mean? What does our soul mean? When people say to soul, what is that? There's many definitions out there. But what I receive from what my soul is, as it resides in this space, is in fact the translating kit. It's a translator from the timeless, infinite self that we are. And it takes some of that and it translates it into this time-bound, limited being that I am acting out of right now. And it translates. Another breath in. Well, what does it translate? It translates whatever's in that space that we've brought in, whether it's consciously or not, is, if you like, it's our frequency signature. It's all the frequencies that we have kept. Other frequencies we have deselected, so they're not part of this space. For instance, I've deselected that I'm a woman, so therefore I'm a man. I've deselected that I'm a pineapple, so therefore I am a human being. I've deselected everything except I'm a human being. And that's a frequency. That makes up my frequency signature. Another breath in. And we've also deselected other frequencies. Remember, we are everything all at once. And we have funneled ourselves, filtered ourselves into this finite being to have an experience in duality, to find our way back to that infinite being that we are. So for some of you, you've deselected I am abundant. I am lovable. I am deserving. And then the corresponding frequency is what makes up your frequency signature. So that's how we've created ourselves, again, not with conscious intention for most. It's part of the evolutionary process to where we are here right now, which is an incredible, exciting time for us, for empowerment, for mastery, as we take a breath in. And as we take a breath in from the core of the earth, these frequencies that have been around billions of years, all filtered out through gravity, any impurities. And we can bring that up right up through our body, and let's expand it into this space, this soul's blueprint, where it translates for us. And bring these in as part of your signature frequency. Practice this. It's the beginning of a relationship for many of you. So as you practice doing this and bringing it in, these frequencies will respond, bring in knowledge for you, awareness on how really the only place to manifest is in the present moment, if you wish to manifest with precision. And where we are these powerful beings that can manipulate the very fabric of space and time, we're shown, as we're doing right now, that roadmap, how to get there to this place. So taking another breath in from the core of the earth and really bring this right up through your body, expanding out into this infinite space-time field, arm's length around us, infinitely depth. And letting the knowledge come to you what this space is. This limitless, infinite space, dynamic, shifting billions of times per second. And that how we as co-creators can participate in how we create ourselves here in density. And that it all starts with these induction frequencies. And now that we are aware, awakened, we can start to navigate here. So for now, let's just settle in this space. We're here, we're present, we're in our body. And as we breathe in from the core of the earth, these frequencies, this purity, precision, empowerment, humor, we expand it out into arm's length around us. And we, ourselves, weaved into this fabric of space and time, part of it, not separate, but part of it, as we are part of Earth's frequencies. We are Earth. And this is then where the dialogue begins. And you receive, not from me, but you receive from your timeless self. What it is to be an expression in this physical form in the only thing that's real, the present moment. Weaved in, infused with these frequencies from the core of the earth. And how every cell of your body is fused with these frequencies in harmony, in alignment. Unlocking your full potential, unlocking the possibilities that are beyond the mind's comprehension. What most people do is try and manifest from the same rule set that has created that limitation. What we do is we don't shift at a mental level. We tune in to that more optimal place to be in space and time, where those realities exist. And we leave behind the realities that we have been creating so far that has brought us to the point that we need to manifest. We walk away from them. And confidently, we tune in and settle into this place that is in alignment with our soul's blueprint, which is in alignment with Earth's frequencies. They're the most brilliant, clearest frequencies that we have access to in this density, so let's use them. We're part of them. They're part of us. So let's activate those in our soul's blueprint. And here in this space, we align with our brilliance, with our authentic self of what we're here to do, what we're here to create. What our true design is here, not what we think we are here, what we've brought in from our ancestors. But now, Another breath in. We receive the awakening, the awareness of who our true authentic self is. And with that, we can then reference the persona we've been playing that we're not. And this is a step away from the mass consciousness, those matrices, those programs that have for thousands of years told us our limitations. Well, we're disconnecting in the fact we still need to be part of the mass consciousness as long as we're here in this physical form, but we can distance ourselves so we can observe the matrices in place and create ourselves from a more infinite, empowering perspective. So again, noticing yourself in this personal space, arm's length around you, weaved in with the fabric of space and time, receiving that awareness of who you truly are. That opening, that brilliance that shines through. For some, it's just a little sliver right now. For others who have been around for a while, it pours through. Grab onto that, whether it's a sliver or it's a flood. Focus your attention on where your timeless self is taking you, guiding you, showing you the roadmap, how to get there at any time. Start practicing coming here. You'll start to be amazed on all the other roadmaps you've been using on a daily basis, numerous times throughout the day, that always lead to a dead end or off the edge of a cliff. Let's pause about what we want to manifest right now, what we want to create. Let's spend the time in this space. It's a new environment for many of you. And like moving to a new city or a new home, being in a new relationship, it takes a while to get familiar with it, to get a handle on it. So it's the same thing here. Let's just pause all the demands we have and just experience being an expression of our timeless self in this more optimal place in space and time, tuned in to these frequencies from the core of the earth that have been running very successfully for billions of years. Very much unlike the human. And again, as I say, let things come to you, for you, from within. If you really want to get that clarity, perhaps think of doing a media detox. Stay away from the social media, the news, TV programs, conversations with family or friends that are all controversial, separate, unclear frequencies. Stay within in this space. Meditate on it. Become the meditation. This is the most efficient way to mastering the technologies on how to create yourself here. far beyond anything you can imagine right now with the limited rule set that you have activated. And as you focus on you, rendering yourself, creating yourself from this space, centered within your body, in the present moment, I'll generate these frequencies more potently. So that path, that roadmap is paved a little bit smoother. You don't get lost. So breathing in, we'll be in silence for a little bit. Most people on this journey just want the outcome. They want the fish. But what we do here at Space-Time, and certainly the Space-Time method, which is what the original intention is for our creation here, is you're shown how to fish, to be independent, to be empowered to have as many fish as you choose. Not always dependent on a third party, whether it's me or a philosophy, a doctrine, or your timeless self, to provide that fish. Once you are shown how to catch fish, you become the master yourself with practice, with evolution. Everything is a process, a continued evolution of becoming more and more precise in space and time, receiving more and more of the technologies so you can create yourself here as that best possible self with freedom, abundance, and pushing the human envelope. So again, we pause here in this environment, ready to absorb, ready to be an expression of it. And we just park all of the wish lists for now. You can listen to this meditation again. You can put it on low, just have it in the background. It's the frequencies that are aligning you. It's the frequencies that are informing you. It's not the mind. In order for the mind to shift, it has to come from another dimension. This is what we're doing here. And opening your eyes, noticing you and your body here right now. That environment, arm's length around us, where it all happens. It all creates from there. And then past that, this outer environment, the world we're living in physical form. We'll move into that environment on another frequency meditation. But you'll find it's quite the opposite what the mass consciousness does. They spend all of their time in that outer environment trying to fix, improve, gain, obtain. And in fact, that space we need to spend very little time on. It's a consequence of what we create in our soul's blueprint. And with that, I hope you all have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next Sunday.